coming out. I really appreciate it. So we're going to jump right into how to get your business started online. We can do this in 24 hours. We're going to make an assumption. I'm going to see if this on to lower the music. It's on. It's on. Lower the volume. Thanks. I'm going to make the assumption you already have a business or a business name. So that's a good way to get started and make it easier to 24 hours because figuring out a business name in 24 hours could be a little hard. Yeah. No microphone? Oh wow, I feel like a rapper. I've never used a microphone here. I've been coming here for a year. I've never used a microphone. There we go. So here's what to expect. The exact steps you need to get started. There's about 7. To get your website online, there's about 4 steps. But I'm going to give you 7 steps. Not only do you want a website online, but you want to be able to attract the people that are important to you. The customers that your ideal customers. This is very weird. I've never done this before. I'm gonna just leave it down. I'm gonna just leave it down. That's okay. We'll do that. I'll scream a little bit. That's unnatural, right? So here's some statistics that should convince you that you need to be online, right? 58% of people don't trust the business without a website. And I know me personally, if I'm looking for a business and I can't find a website, I go to the next guy. I go to the competitor. You mentioned this one, that 98% of business owners think having a Facebook page is enough. Well, again, you don't own and control that, and we'll talk a little more about that. Most people believe having a web presence is key to success, and this is one that is growing every day. More and more people are using mobile in order to access websites and services and businesses. And the statistic of the mobile, about 70% of the people who search for a business on their mobile phone visit that actual business within 48 hours. So it's definitely, you have to be mobile friendly, and I think Browse has a product that help your site become mobile friendly pretty quickly. You'll be surprised that about 55% of the businesses right now are not online, which is to me really crazy. And in the DC area, there's about 45%, between 45 and 50% of businesses don't have a website. To me, that's absolutely strange because it's the easy way to get in front of your ideal audience. So, what's the difficulty business owners have creating a website, doing it on your own? Most times you're not an expert at it, and it becomes frustrating. So the lack of confidence is the first one. Many business owners that I run across have struggled to finish it. So you get started, you're all excited, and then you realize all the things you like doing best will come first. So let me just leave this on pause and go ahead and do it. And most business owners can't keep up with the website. And to me, there's really not a lot to keep up, but it's important that you do continually put fresh content on the site. So let's get started. You get started with getting your domain, right? That's some extra cheat notes today. So you definitely want your domain name to be, ideally, your business name. If you're a service business and you're in DC, you're a plumber or a home inspector, you want to put home inspector, DC, home inspector, Washington, DC. Ideally, your name would be enough, but you want to be able to have the search engine and your audience identify your local area. Because someone's searching on Google for your business and they're finding your business in Chicago and you're in DC, it's no benefit to you. So that comes in handy. But if you have your business name, definitely use it, and that's the way we can always get around that. Definitely keep your domain name short and catchy. I tend not to remember any domain names over 3 or 4 words. It becomes quite complicated to remember. Mine is actually 4 words, but I think it's pretty snazzy. LearnItDoItProfit.com. I think it works. They have a little thing to it. Thanks for confirming that, guys. You guys should shake your head. Use keywords in your business, in your domain. So again, if you have a social planning event, you want to have a keyword that lets people kind of identify what it is you do. Yeah, it's social. There you go. That's it. Your keyword is right in it. Your keyword's in your company name. So that makes it a lot easier too. Yeah. Um, you, a lot of people get catchy domain names, but then they don't realize it's trademark. So when you're thinking about a domain name, do a quick trademark search, make sure someone else doesn't own the trademark to it. Normally what would happen, you'll set it up, then you'll get a letter from a lawyer telling you, hey, give it up. You can keep the domain name, but you can't publish anything on it. That tends to happen many times. Make it memorable, catchy. Creative words are cool. Google and Yahoo and Bing, who would have thought of that as domain names? But they're pretty snazzy and catchy. But with domain names like that, a lot of branding and marketing has to go along with it. So a lot of times small business owners don't have that budget to brand and build that name. So go with something that's easy for your local customer to do. Stick with a .com. I always recommend try to get a .com. You can get .net, .org for organizations, yes. .me, it's cute, but if you can get a .com, definitely try to stick to get the .com. And there's several tools you can use online to help you come up with ideas for your domain name. I don't have one. By the way, you can go back on the screen. So your stuff right there. GoDaddy is where I buy my domains. I love GoDaddy. Only issue I have with GoDaddy, they try to sell you everything possible after you buy. So I just ignore that and learn to do next. And at the end, they really get you now. They ask you if you want to donate your change to charity. You cannot say next step. You have to do that. Because by the time you're built out, you're all built out already. You cancel? What do you use? But you Wix to get your domain? Okay, you can use, and it works. I don't want to use Namecheap. Namecheap works also. Namecheap.com, and that's another one. If you're buying one domain, buying it from your hosting company, I think it's okay.
Say that again.
If you're buying one individual domain, buying it from your hosting company, it's okay. Me, I tend to buy multiple domains, so I use GoDaddy as a platform to manage all those domains. And it makes it a little easier. If you're going to get one or two, But I'm going to talk about one reason not to have your domain and your hosting with the same company.
Really?
Yeah. Since you asked, I'll tell. So the reason why I don't recommend having the domain and the hosting company all one is if you have an issue with them on one or the other end, your whole business is stranded. If your domain is with like GoDaddy and you're having an issue with your hosting company, you can quickly change hosting companies and then redirect your domain. But if everything is all in one place, you have to resolve it and then move. So that's one of the reasons I prefer not to have my domains and my hosting. We talked about how to choose a domain. This is one of the tools that can help you if you need ideas, come up with a name. Domain name research tools, basically domain bot I use, and lean domain search. You go and you put in your keywords, your business name. They kind of give you ideas on different creative ways to come up with your domain name. As we talked about, I registered my domains with GoDaddy, but you can use which one is best for you. The second most important thing is hosting. So the domain is basically like your address. The hosting is where your actual house sits. So you want to make sure you have quality hosting. I never recommend free hosting, and I do a slide to talk about this. Free hosting, their site that will host your website for free. Tumblr will host your domain and your business website for free. You're in business. You don't want someone else to control your content, your data. If you Tumblr's terms of service change, there goes your business. Sometimes you can't do certain things. So you want to definitely invest in a good hosting company. Yeah, and usually free properties will put ads on your business page. A lot of times smart competitors know how to target your page with their ad. Even with Google AdWords, if you have a website and you put Google AdSense on there, there are business owners who can basically target your site to put their ad. And so your competition. Why would they do that?
How?
Oh, because with AdWords, there are a couple of platforms. AdWords shows up on Google search and it also shows up on content pages. their content network. So if you have a website and you choose to put Google AdSense on there, it's a revenue generator for some people. It's short-sighted if you're a business owner. Yes, you'll make a few cents or a few dollars, but you'll allow someone else to. So when I buy an ad on Google AdSense, they display it on that content site, which could be your site. And when it's done correctly and cleverly, I can put my ad straight on a competitor's page. One place I see that all the time happening is on Yelp. So a business may be on Yelp, totally off subject, happens sometimes. A business may be on Yelp, but they did not claim their page. So once you don't claim your page, or you upgrade your page, other businesses now can advertise on your page, on your Yelp page.
You have to claim. How do you claim your page?
Oh, that's the next section, Wanda.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
teach you how to.
I'm so sorry.
No.
You said ask questions.
You ask a lot of questions. I'm gonna give you the best answer. But on Yelp, Yelp is an easy process. Yelp.com, and you can go there and claim your page. But on Yelp, again, if you're not an upgraded member on the service, business owners can put ads there. A lot of times I use it to find restaurants and different things. And I'm looking for a restaurant, and then right above it, another Italian restaurant is advertising. You know, it's clever for them, you know. So when you're looking for a hosting company, a couple things you want to think about. The uptime. How frequently are they down? Most hosting companies right now, they're pretty solid with that. Tech support, how responsive the tech support is. The live tech support, and also the email tech support. To me, a good way to test it is just go in the, usually, if you have questions, open the live tech support box in the middle of the day and see how long it takes. Sometimes it'll be 20, 30 minutes. Other times it'll be 2 minutes and you're on. The other key to that is how quickly they're to resolve your problem. If you have a question, how quickly they're to resolve it. The storage space that they offer you, the hosting companies I'm going to recommend today offer you unlimited storage, which is what you want, and all unlimited domains. So if you have multiple websites, you can host it in one place. If it's
a good amount of storage.
Unlimited, that's the only way you should go. That's the basics where you should start. No one should limit how much storage they give to you. You know, but most times you're not going to need most of it. Only if you get on Oprah and they just crash your site. When you get on Oprah and they flash your domain, your site crashes immediately. If you're on what's called a shared server, where you share the server with multiple businesses. And a friend of mine, he's had that happen. He was on a radio show, mentioned his website, crashed it. Quickly upgraded it to get the capacity for it there. If it's blog friendly, if it's WordPress friendly, and that's the platform I recommend, WordPress friendly. And WordPress is a content management software that I recommend, and we'll talk about that a little later. And I like hosting companies that offer you something that calls cPanel. What cPanel is basically your back office, your administration panel. It makes it very easy for you to maneuver and use the features. Other than that, it becomes very complicated. So cPanel is what I recommend. So the two hosting companies that I recommend these are many of the hosting companies out there. The ones I use, Bluehost and HostGator. They're owned by the same company. Bluehost is absolutely awesome. This is my hosting company of choice because their uptime is phenomenal, customer services on point, their support. You have any questions about anything technical, they'll help you. Many times I've crashed my sites, and no fault of theirs, and their tech support would help me fix that issue. So I like them for that. For some people, the only downside is you have to pay for hosting annually. So you'll have to pay maybe $80 to $100 just to get started. And for some people, that might be a challenge. That's not in the game plan of getting your site started for $20. The HostGator offers you an alternative. You can pay month by month there, and they start at about $3.95, but that allows you to only host one domain. But around $9.95 a month would allow you to host unlimited domains, unlimited space on a shared server. So those are the two hosting companies that I would definitely recommend. Bluehost has about over 400,000 customers, and again, they're Bluehost and HostGator are owned by the same company.
You just said host.
HostGator.
HostGator.
Oh.
Yeah,
that's where the alligator's from. I know a lot of people you use Wix as your host also.
Right, because just because they're templates are really,
That's cool. That's absolutely cool.
they look very professional. Support is not great. Seriously, you cannot call them. You can't really even do anything. So you kind of have to, if you have a question, you have to type it in form, submit a form or something like that. So it's kind of like you got to figure it out yourself.
Right.
So I think with Wix, if you have to have some sort of background and you're,
It's not
Thingamajig.
user friendly.
It's definitely not.
I don't think so. I'm pretty good.
Wix is not very user friendly, but what it does, it allows beginners to quickly paste something up there.
Right.
And that's a good way to start. We'll talk about another option. I think we're gonna. It's a good segue. There you go. And we mentioned support. Being able to speak to someone on the phone if you have a question is important. And some people more feel more comfortable doing that. For me, I don't want to hold on the phone, so I just put up the online chat, keep doing what I'm doing, and when it's ready, it bings in the background. Yeah, but it's you find the one that offers what you want when it comes to meeting companies. This is the Bluehost, one of their specials that they have, their month-to-month option that I mentioned. And HostGator. Right. And their month-to-month option, and Bluehost is the annual fee option. $4.95 I think if you buy 2 or 3 years and you pay for it all in advance. One of the good things about buying your hosting and paying for it all in advance, you're set for a year. If for some reason you forget to pay that month, the HostGator gives you about 15 to 20 days, and then your site is done. So when you finally get on Oprah, your site is done. So building your website. So you have into your domain, you have your hosting. This is a platform that I like to use. It's called WordPress. Now, WordPress makes life so easy. On HostGator and Bluehost, you can set up WordPress in about 5 minutes. There are 2 versions of WordPress. There's a free WordPress.com, where anyone can go and get a WordPress.com account. Now you can actually direct your domain there. Again, I wouldn't recommend getting the free version. WordPress.org is the free content, also it's free content management software. But this software is ran on your server. It's run on your hosting account. .org. WordPress.org. And how you access WordPress.org is through your hosting account, through the cPanel. You go to something called Fantastico. Yeah, Fantastico. Or I didn't make the word up.
I'm sorry.
On your cPanel, when you get your hosting account, Bluehost and HostGator do a great job of walking you through that process. I'll definitely reassure you. You actually have videos and great text instructions walking you through that process. It's a very simple process. You go to your cPanel, you use a installing program called Fantastico or Simple Script. You fill out about 4 fields. You do about 3 clicks, and you have WordPress installed. It's way easier than Wix to get it installed.
Okay, WordPress is a template platform.
It's a template platform, but it's based on CCS, and it's a content management software. WordPress allows you to do multiple things, like MSNBC, CNN, I think eBay, all run on WordPress platform. And you can customize it. Let me show you. We'll go into the customization part of it. Simple 5-minute setup, like we talked about. With WordPress, it comes with ready-made themes, and this is one of the ready-made. This is the free ready-made theme, and there are many free themes that you can get. You basically go through their catalog, and you see what you like. And you choose the theme that you like and install it.
But is it a blog or an actual website?
Website.
Website, okay.
It does. It's a content management software that allows you to have a blog and a website. So the website, this is basically the website platform, and you create different pages for your website. You can also have a blog component to it. That's why it's better than Wix, because it gives you an overall content management solution.
Right, but I'm sorry I can come here. I just need to know what
You got to come here.
Because with Wix, there's a lot of apps that you can use.
Mm-hmm.
I also do a lot of sales to get sales on my website. I have to deal with PayPal, which I know, but it's free. That's why I deal with it right now.
No, they're not free. All
Well,
those
they do
fees.
So they charge you. Yeah,
Yeah.
they charge the customer
But
too.
a gateway somewhere else, that does cost more money than 3%. But with Wix, I have the option to add a lot of the apps that I use. So
WordPress is even better.
really,
WordPress allows you to, but the WordPress apps are called plugins.
plugins.
And for every possible situation you may think of, they have a plugin for it. Some are better than others, but from a commerce perspective, you basically sell tickets. You can integrate. Do you do Eventbrite? Do you do Eventbrite?
I do Eventbrite too. Then I have a calendar on my site.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of stuff. I kind of have to keep track of the registry like that, so I use Eventbrite.
Okay. So WordPress allows you to integrate Eventbrite, integrate any possible payment option, a pair option that you may want. It also offers you plugins that would allow you to capture your customers' email addresses, automatically build your list after payment. That's kind of specifically, if you want to turn your site into a membership site, where a membership component is behind, WordPress have plugins that can make that happen for you.
Do they have like the register or like username, password, login, so you can get to a different page?
If you want to set it up that way, you can. You can. If you want to, like today, I got an email from someone, a membership site. He sends the password to the new content only for the people who are on the buyer's list. So I go to that page, I had to put the password in, and then I was able to access the content. That's a simple way of having a membership site. But there are other plugins that you can use to have a more complicated membership site where it automatically creates the username and the password emailed to the user.
Is there anything that's free like that?
There are quite a few free membership plugins. We can talk about the membership plugins. Like I can look up some for you.
That's one thing that makes them have, and then I just don't know what to search.
We'll definitely talk about that. So for someone who will have so let's go back one step. So this is the free theme or template that comes with WordPress. If you want more advanced themes and templates, two companies I use. One is called Woo, W-O, Woo Themes, W-O-O, Themes, woothemes.com, and they have a lot more templates, or it's called themes, that for WordPress where you can use to customize the look of your site. And the other one I use and I'm really liking right now is called Elegant Themes. And again, you'll see the array of themes that they have. With Woo Themes, where it's going to help you, Cindy, is they have e-commerce plugins. They have a plugin called WooCommerce. It's a paid plugin, but it's definitely worth it because it allows you to basically have a e-commerce site built into your own website. So if you, in addition to selling your tickets, you can. I haven't seen it integrated with Eventbrite, but I'm quite sure you can look and see if it can. But if you sell merchandise or things like that, it can easily be set up using the WooCommerce theme. And themes from both sides, Elegant Themes and Woo Themes, use the WooCommerce theme. So that's the basic setup. And again, WordPress offers you a more robust option to grow. You can have multiple pages. It's a lot more SEO friendly. And then also, as I mentioned, it offers the blog component. So not only you have your website, but you can have a blog on your website. It makes it a lot easier. For you, Cindy, a blog will definitely be, I think it would be a must because every time you have an event, you put a blog post about it, put where the event is going to be held, or people are searching for DC events every day, Friday night in DC, or
Right. I didn't really, funny thing is, I actually thought about blogs today, just because, a lot of times I like to explain something or just have a post or something that people like to read and interesting. I thought about putting that on my webpage, just a blog section, so people, like I just hosted a Wizards game at the Verizon Center. So if I would have wrote like an interesting article about the Wizards, maybe that would have came up, and then that would give them a chance to do a lot of work though.
No, so blogging is pretty easy. Just a simple recap. Just think of blog. For me, I'm not a big writer. Just think of it as a recap of your event. So you went there, you had, let's see how many people you had at the event. 50 people. Perfect. You took pictures. So quick recap. Fun night with 60 awesome people. We did this. We had these. Yeah, 60 people, 400 beers.
Oh, it was all you can
400 beers. That
Oh yeah, we're gonna have
there you go. But you do a quick recap of what it is, put a few pictures, because here what this does. Potential customers that you have that are on the fence, they see that fun event that you had.
Right.
Trust me, how come I missed this? Let me get on her mailing list. Let me get on the radar. So that blogging does that. So let's think about it now before the event. You can start putting a blog post maybe 2 weeks before or the week before. You need company for the Wizards game or however you want to promote it. And people will find it because people are searching those kind of things right before.
So blogs usually come up.
Go ahead.
With the blog, it's easier to search those keywords that pops up faster than like your web page.
Because the blog content is fresher, it definitely at times show up in the search engines a lot ahead of your static pages. So your web page is going to have about 7 basic static pages, and nothing is going to change about that ever. But your blog is what's going to be new and fresh, and letting Google know, hey, a real person lives here. It's like mowing your lawn and changing the curtains.
I strongly suggest that
I
you always have a blog.
strongly suggest you have a blog. It doesn't have to be anything. You don't have to write 500 words, 600, 1,000 words. Just be informative. A blog post, a recap of the meetup today. How many people turn out? A quick intro of all of what you guys are about. Maybe a link or two to your businesses. Here's a quick outline of what I talked about. A link to the video, or insert the video into a blog, into the blog post.
When you post these blogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
On this blog subtitle page,
Mm-hmm.
do you have it listed on the side like in one or 10 or?
You can have different categories. So this is good stuff right here. We're gonna get. I see you had a question, man.
Sorry.
So you can put it by different categories. The way you set it up in such a way, you definitely want in the sidebar. You want to put the most important action you want that reader to take. If someone's reading a blog post of mine, the most important action I want them to take is subscribe to my mailing list. So that's going to be the first box to the top. And then here's my next 5 most popular posts. That's what I want you to see about me.
It's like a newsletter content page.
It's a blog.
Or can you merge those two together?
So you said on the newsletter, right?
I do.
With a lot of email software, that newsletter can actually be posted to your website as a blog post.
I like your newsletter on. Is it on your website?
I'll sure to you. You had a question?
So, blog.
Mhm.
I'm not really familiar. I know the website is blog. I kind of want to do a video. I kind of want to know the purpose and power of the blog. What's the purpose? Like, what is it?
You're going to tell me what your purpose is. In my purpose and yours is a little different. So my purpose, when I post this content online, I want people to see, number one, this guy's pretty confident. He knows what he's got, and he's good looking. If you guys are going to tell me, I can tell myself. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
Love yourself.
But that's what I want them to see, that I'm confident, I know the subject matter, and this is an easy way for me to introduce myself to potential customers, potential speaking gigs, potential employers, because I'm not against working for someone else, but I prefer to work doing what I'm doing right now. So that's how I look at it. My friend Leslie, he has a blog on interactive-biology.com. His goal is to teach the world. He wants to change the world, actually. He's so sincere about it, and he's an awesome guy. So he teaches biology concepts in short videos, free of charge. And he has over 100 or more videos up there. And he's gotten thousands, literally thousands of emails from all over the world. People actually learning biology because of his video. That's his mission. That's his reason why he's doing it. And that.
Yeah.
So you find why. Your why is going to drive you to do it. If you're not passionate about it, you're going to fall off.
The only worry is some people are not strong writers.
Not strong writer, right here.
Don't want to judge me up, with my content that I'm putting out, and I'm not very good with grammar.
So we're going to talk about strong writers in a second. When do you got to run out? All right, so let me hand you the cheat sheet. I made you hang out for what, 45 minutes for the cheat sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that purposely. There you go. Good seeing you, Wanda. I have your card. I'm gonna get in contact with you maybe tomorrow,
Okay.
just so we can chat, see what you're doing now. I can better help you.
Absolutely.
Awesome. It's good seeing you. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it.
All right. Nice to meet everybody.
So who leaves first and gets to work with applause, actually. Do you want water to go? You got okay. And actually, Microsoft started out with this great space. They give us free water. Now, and free pens. Want to grab a pen and a discount card from back? I got it. So where were we? Fun stuff. So blogging the purpose. So video blog is an awesome thing. Actually, again, Leslie, this guy's just too awesome. He's doing a video blog now every day, and he just sits down in front of his camera and he just talks about whatever stuff he's mind. Just find your purpose. So we were talking about writing. I'm not a good writer. I could talk for hours. So what I do, I talk, and I pay to have my Meetup transcribed, and then I craft an article out of it. And if I want to pay some more, I pay someone to help me craft the article. And the key instruction is use as many of my words in the article, because I wanted me to come across, not them. So that's another way of getting bad content. Getting over the fear of people judging you is the internet. I've been called fat so many times on YouTube. Thank goodness I have some self-esteem. People have nothing to do with their life. They're mean. They have nothing to do. So people walk around the internet just judging. And it's easy to be a bully behind that screen. They're not doing anything. You're writing every day. You're practicing your craft. You're improving yourself. You're growing a business. What they're doing? Trashing you out? Good for you. They're not going anywhere. So keep practicing. If you're not a good writer, keep practicing. Keep practicing and you're going to get better at it. But don't be afraid to do it. I've had people when I've written, they've sent me corrections, and I appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that will help me practice my writing.
But again, you don't have to write a lot. Just write, for you
I do events.
maybe two blog posts. One to talk about the upcoming events, and one to recap the event.
How long do you think it should be?
300 to 400 words would be ideal. 3 to 500 words would be ideal. But again, it doesn't have to be. Because you don't want to put fluff in there. You just want to put content.
Content that makes the point or a description of what's about the place.
Think about it. Content that would want the average person who come across the site to want to be at your next event. So when I recap this, I'm going to let everyone know I blew their minds. They were looking at me in awe. And here's the things I talked about. I would love to have you there. Here's the video. If you're there, you can actually ask your questions live, and I'll help your business personally.
Like question option on the bottom.
Question option at the bottom. For you, your site, you should have a frequently asked questions out there. You should have all your forms. You're quite sure you have liability forms and all those kind of things you put up there sometimes.
Right, yeah, there's a lot.
Right, so you can have your forms there and all those kind of things.
FAQ.
FAQ, your forms. We're going to get to what's going on the site.
I know YouTube that's a big video blog. I guess you can have a YouTube channel, but they're like, what's a blogging site?
So if you're going to...
The various different ones.
The blogging site is your site. Your domain is going to be the blogging site. The whole point of getting traffic. YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world. You're owned by Google, who's the #1 search engine in the world. So if you're going to do a video blog, the key is you'll post the video. Like this video is going to go straight to YouTube after I finish it and be saved, and then I'll import it over to my blog. And that's a great way to do it because you get free storage. You can come on up, come on up. I've never had anyone in the video. Come on. It's only me. They do believe that I do have it. Towards the end, really. There you go. So it'll be your site. So in a situation like that, you'll basically be using part one, Google, YouTube as your traffic generator. So depending on if your topic is interesting, maybe why I like to tickle cats, I don't know. You have to find, some interesting topic. You can see your video there. You have the link in the description. They come back to your site. That's where you bring them back there. Another way you can do, you put the video on your blog, your WordPress blog, have it transcribed, or do a quick outline. Put the outline. You can have the full transcription, or you can just put a quick outline of what's in the video. That's a video blog. Video blogs are easy, especially if you're passionate about what you do. The key to that is having a built-in setup. Because having to wake up every morning and set it up I don't know. But if you have, you wait, you have a camera set up there, you just sit there and I just dreamt about, whatever you talk about, or have a setup with your phone. They use usually I can't remember what it's called. Those extender sticks.
GoPro.
The GoPro is one you can use, and you extend it out, and you can record your videos that way.
So
Man, I see that green. Smell the smoke.
sometimes I hear that video blogs are better than video blogs are better than content blogs. People like to
People want to see. They don't want to read. People want
Right.
to see.
So for different types of businesses, because I do social media, do you think a content page would be good or video would be good? Both.
So you both. So just a few artists. You do events. You'll have a camera person there. You'll have your phone. And while you're having good times, people like to, hey, this is the best party ever, and they give a testimonial, and and you just kind of clip those together.
Well, I kind of meant like I don't want to do like a whole production thing. I was
Okay.
kind of going back to what he was talking about. Sitting in front of your phone or whatever, uploading something. What were I talking about? If we do something like that, not to be off track with your company.
What would you talk? Would you talk about your event? So in your case, you can have your standard backdrop, which is branded. You don't want to get on camera, but like you have a new event coming up, right? You have a standard backdrop, which is branded, and maybe a whiteboard beneath it. You put some of the event, and you just talk about the event. Hey, next Thursday at the Microsoft Store, we'll be doing X, Y, and Z. First 10 people will get X, Y, and Z. I'd love to see you there. Last event had 50 people. The more content is better than no content, and the audience will let you know how useful the content is by their participation, by their views, by their comments. But you have to. For you, basically, I would start with blog posts, 2. One announcing your event, and 1 recapping your event. And that's it. And then grow out from there. Do what you're comfortable with. So here's the other component of it. Now, so you basically have your website set up. That's great. Now, before you start going and getting visitors, you want to have a way to capture those visitors. Because I love the analogy I always use about don't go to bars anymore. Married now. So you go to a bar, you meet someone, and you bring them home. You didn't take their number, but you enjoy them. So you got to go back to the bar and hope they show up again, over and over and over. Look, I've done this before, but usually what you'll do, you'll meet someone, you'll take their phone number, you'll chat, and then so now you're able to get in. The same way with email marketing. Someone comes to your blog, you want to have a way to capture their information if they're interested in your topic. That's why you need to have a email marketing campaign, a system set up to build a list, and that's the important thing about it. Because then if you have people who opt in, they're interested in your stuff. So every time you have an event, you send them an email, and they'll come back. When they're tired of your emails, they'll unsubscribe.
Tell me to do it. I can't do it yet.
I love those ones who tell me to do it. Like people send me meetup, and every time I send a meetup notice, at least one person reply, I live too far from this group, could you take me off? So now I just copy and paste the instructions.
So do you build that into your website?
You build it into your website, and you can build so email capture forms you can see those opt-in boxes. You've opted those, you put your name and email.
Yeah.
And then some guys like me I have several email addresses. I have one email for my drunk, and one email for only my friends and family get to me, and one for business. So, you put which one you choose. I normally always put the best one. But the company I use now is GetResponse. It's a free 30-day trial, $15 for up to 1,000 email subscribers, and it goes from there. It's worth the cost. It's very easy to set up the emails. It's very easy to track who's opening your email, what action they're taking, and stuff like that. I know $15 a month for up to 1,000 subscribers, and then I think it goes to $29 for 1,500. But here's the thing about it: if you have 1,000 people on your list, you're not making $15. You are not doing something right. So the industry rule is like you should make $1 per subscriber per month. In your case, Cindy, you would definitely be making $1 per subscriber per month. I know with my network, our network marketing situation, you collect names and you make the money back on it. But again, it's all you can market stuff. So that's it. Any questions with email?
Do they have a mobile app?
Yes, they do. Get Response have a mobile app. Very cool mobile app. Makes life easy. Um, Pretty easy to set up. One of the things I like with Get Response, you can segment take action. So you send them one email and you have a link in there. And you can segment, if someone clicks on the link and take an action, you can segment that person immediately onto a new list and send them a new message. So you send it out and someone click on the link, hey, and you send it, the messages are automated by you, pre-scripted. Hey Raul, thanks for clicking on the link. I hope you watched the entire video. If you haven't, you missed the part at the bottom, at the end right trip. Just make sure they watch the whole video or whatever action you want. So since you watched the entire video, go to this page, and I would love if you purchase this item or however you want. It allows you to segment based on actions, and that's an option. So you kind of know too, for someone like you, Cindy, I'm picking on you, but if you send a list out, you know who clicked on your Eventbrite appointment, and you kind of know they're moved over. So the next message to them could be, hey, and hopefully you completed your RSVP on Eventbrite. If you have any questions, shoot me a message. If not, here's the link again, and here's some instructions on how you do it.
I'm moving my Eventbrite list over to MailChimp automatically. And I also use job board.
There you go.
I do a lot of registrations and I don't want to use Eventbrite to pay out
Yeah.
low on their end.
So you don't do Eventbrite through PayPal to Eventbrite to PayPal?
Eventbrite will be separate, depending on what kind of event
Okay.
they are. Most of the time I do use Eventbrite because it's just kind of everything in one. It's so easy to check people in.
Right.
Phone and emails, invitations. Now they've actually integrated with.
I did see. Actually, I had an event on Saturday, and I used Eventbrite to promote it. And it's not bad. I love the platform. MailChimp, I definitely would recommend you upgrade to the paid version of MailChimp. It makes automation a little easier, and that's the whole key to your email marketing. You want to be automated. You want to be able to subscribe. You want to be able to pre-plan what every subscriber gets. Okay, I subscribe today, I get email number 1. 2 days later, I get email number 2. 3 days, but then in between, if you have something that's urgent, you can just send to them right away. So definitely, MailChimp is an awesome service. I prefer GetResponse, but upgrade to the paid version. Get a lot more flexibility out of it.
GBO. GBO.
GBO. GBO's okay. GBO's not bad. They've been around for a while.
I mean, because they Wake Up Now, they have their own system set up that I'm using until I get my website, and they're through GBO. So that's just
GBO is okay. Again, it doesn't have a lot of the features that GetResponse have, and again, for me, it doesn't allow you to grow and expand the way GetResponse. GetResponse also have built-in templates, email capture templates. So if you have an event, or if you may do a free event you may do one free event a month, you can have an email capture form. In order to RSVP for this event, you got to enter your name and email address, and you can use that. You can get that out of GetResponse. And now okay, this is my free list, so I know the next time I have an event, I'll send it to the paid list. So that's one thing you can do. So now you have everything set up. You have your website, you have your host, you have domain, your hosting, your WordPress website, your email set up. Now let's go and get people. Let's bring the people home. Couple of services I'd recommend quickly. Google Plus business page, for sure. Yes, there's been a lot of rumors this week, but Google Plus is going away, or it's going to be there, maybe in a different form, but it's going to be there. I think it's going to be there, and it's good for search. Searching. So a Google Plus business page. You do a lot of, you're local, so a local page will definitely help you out. You're being so specific. The later I get, the more sarcastic I get. And I'm only drinking water. So definitely set it up. It's pretty easy, standard setup. You need a Google a G plus profile page, and usually that's out your main Google account. You can go and set it up. It's pretty easy. That's one. Next one I recommend, definitely have a Facebook fan page. Yeah, Facebook is massive. They're huge. Lots of people are there. I say get it, set it up, interact with those who want to interact there. Because you can't force people to go from Facebook to Google Plus. If they're a Facebook person, they're a Facebook person. So you need to interact with them. What I like with Google Plus though, if you have a business page, you can interact with people as a business. With Facebook, it's kind of difficult to go and friend people as a business. You can circle people as a business if you have a Google Plus page.
Your friends are not what you do. It's for outside people that doesn't really know what you do.
Let me tell you a trick on how you get to your friend's friends. We'll talk about it in a minute. Man, I'm giving you the good stuff today.
Need it.
Content. Oh, I think you forgot Twitter. You need to go. No, I didn't. Yep, I did. Twitter. It's all the way to the bottom. But Twitter. Definitely get a Twitter account. What's happening, man? How you doing? Cool. You gotta receive, man. We don't charge.
Only did you bring food?
Oh, he didn't bring food on second thought. Sorry. But definitely set up a Twitter account. It's a great tool to get local visitors. If you have a local business and you're looking to build a local audience, you can quickly do it on Twitter. Follow local people using their advanced search feature. You can build a lot of good relationships because there are people I've gotten in contact with on Twitter that would never speak to me. You know, authors and popular bloggers and internet marketers. You know, and they're on Twitter and you interact with them and you don't be douchey. You know, hey, here's my link. Here's my link again. Yeah, come on. You know, if most of your interactions on Twitter, if you build a social audience, you want something in return. Let's be honest about it. We all want something in return, but it's how you go about it on social media. You know, it's just like, you know, I meet Raul for the first time. I'm not going to just tell him, hey, here's all the things I sell. You know? No, I want to get to know him, understand him, and see what's best for him. And then later on down the line, here's what I have. But that's how a lot of people go wrong with social media. They jump in and then they just start going haywire. But set up a Twitter account. I'm going to go back. The other one we're going to talk about is content, which we actually talked about a lot. It's creating content for your site. So you have everything set up now, but you want content to be created. The easiest thing to do for content is answer your customers' questions. So if you already have customers, they ask you the same question over and over and over. Yeah. So you know what I actually did on Eventbrite last week? I actually took a picture. My intent was to do it, but I took a picture of the I RSVP myself, do a screen capture of the RSVP, and then right on there you can do the markup. Event address. I use a program called Snagit on my Mac. I'm cool now. No, but I'm quite sure you can I don't know what it's called. Maybe Jing on your Jing on your PC. But you can do that on your phone too. Just capture it, and then you can put the instructions, and that's content. You know, you put some, you know, you put the question everyone asks. Where is the event? You can find the event location on your ticket picture, and you show the picture. That's content. So answer those questions. You know, how late will it go? That's an option I'm quite sure you get. Do people show up early or late? You know, so you just go. And the phone call, so start thinking about when you get a call, just make a note of what the question is. And that's content. Directions. Again, another question. Directions to event, directions to social bot, is it? Social, I got it right the first time. Social bot, directions to social bot events. Right, so directions to social bot, Washington, D.C. event. And then you put the direction there. So every time you do an event, you should have a separate address page, a separate FAQ, because most times your event is separate locations, right? Right. So you know, so for you, it'll be a post announcing the event and a quick FAQ with the questions. What time? Where is it? Directions. And all that can be in one. And once you come with a template like that, you can just keep plugging it out. Write about your events, your past events. That's the easiest way to go about it. Answer questions, write about your past events. Write about the locations, the venues.
Like very brief, 2 to 3 sentences.
You can do 2 to 3 sentences, or you can do a full-out review of the venue. Um, that can help. That maybe can help you get a better deal the next time around, because you can let the venue owner know, hey, I enjoyed it. You see this awesome review. Our website gets 10,000 visitors a month. We would love for you to cut us a break on the venue because we're promoting you on our site. You know,
Just a quick question that's
shoot.
kind of off track from here.
Go right ahead.
So my event that's for next week is called Entrepreneurs and Working Professionals Networking Makes Your Impact.
Mm-hmm.
So for my blog that I'm gonna write tonight,
Mm-hmm.
it would be
Are
about
you gonna send it to me? Right? Cool.
if you're in a company,
No, I'm out of time next week. I'm in Nashville next week, but I'll be on your list for the next one.
okay, you
Cool.
can let your
I'll let my friends, all 2 of them. Good.
So would I write about why you should come to these events, or should I write about why networking is essential in your building your business, or I mean, there's so many things I could write about, but what would I write about for an event?
The first one, write about the event. Hey, this is the event. Who should attend?
It's a description of what it's already
Yeah.
up on
So
the
it
event,
is.
right?
But you're gonna put on your site, and you put a little bit more Eventbrite. You can put a little bit more body into it on your site. You can put a little bit more personality into it on your site. But again, you put good point. You just put great content for free on Eventbrite, which helps them in the search engines. Which even after your event is over, that is searchable. People find that, they come to Eventbrite, and then they find another event that Eventbrite is promoting. Just imagine if you put that content on your site and then put it on Eventbrite. Yeah. Or you just fluff it up a little bit more on your site. But your site is the first place. Another good point you made. A good article for you to have is why networking is important.
Or just like have it highlighted and be linked within my. Can I pull stuff from the internet, or do I have to?
I would recommend you write your own content, your own original content. I know.
Well, I'm talking about like links. Just,
Yeah, you can link to other people's stuff. If you find good articles, you can definitely link to it. Linking out is a cool thing to do, but make sure it's value you're linking out to. I know a lot of people have issues with writing. Hire someone to write. I use odesk.com, elance.com. You can get decent American writers. $15 an article. It's worth the investment because you pay $15 today, but that article's on the internet forever. And just update your links within the article. So if you did one under, why every young professional should network. Go to at least 2 networking events a week. Well, every week you put a new networking event up. You just change the link in there so they will see your new event. It takes a little effort in planning, but after you have a system set up, it becomes easier. Anything else, man?
SEO marketing, right?
SEO? You know what's the best SEO? Answer your customers' questions. I don't know SEO tricks. And here's the thing about it. SEO tricks are tricks. So they work one time, then someone figures it out and stop it. So if you're going around, some people are in the business of that, just doing the tricks. I'm about putting value out there, and value is going to last forever. You figure out a new hot SEO trick, you put it up there, it works in a few months. It doesn't work, all your effort now is done in the drain. Maybe Google may bar your account, or bar your site, or blacklist your site. But good SEO is basically this: answering your customers' questions and using the keywords that your customers are asking in your subject lines and in your articles. So you mentioned you have a product calculator, a student loan calculator, a debt payoff calculator. How to use a debt calculator to pay off your student loan. I'm quite sure if you look at the keyword tool, Google Keyword Planner, you'll see people searching for debt calculators or payoff calculators. So you kind of use those keywords in your content, and that's the best SEO. Using linking in between your articles is another one. Another good SEO is publishing a lot of content frequently. Once a week is a good time to start. Publish content once you're doing it frequently.
But I'm still confused on the blog thing.
Tell me the blog thing.
Like, is there just a specific blogging site I can go to set up a blog? Or?
You can set up a free blog. If you want to go to a specific site and set up a blog, you can do a free blog at Blogspot. Wouldn't recommend it. You're basically giving away your good content free. You can go to WordPress.com and you can get a free blog. You can go to Tumblr and you can get a free blog. You can merge your website, but still you don't control that content.
Do you want to? Okay, so if you were to set up on WordPress and you want to put it on our website, do you want to redirect people to WordPress for that?
Let's even start better. I personally would $2.95 for a domain, $3.95 for your first month of hosting. You're up to $6 there, $7 there. Thanks. That was so we up to $7 there. Your first month of Get Response is free, so you can get started for $7 on a platform that you own and you control.
So I can do whatever I want to.
You can do whatever you want to do. You don't have to abide by no one's terms of service but yours. You can sell whatever you want to sell from it. On WordPress.com, you can't sell. You know, Tumblr, I've seen some people trying to sell on that, but it doesn't really make sense. You know, so the free platforms are great, but if you're serious about business, you're serious about business. You make that investment in your business, put it up there. You have a platform. You know. And that's where I recommend it, because you spend a lot of time writing and creating content, and to put that on someone else's site for free, it's icky to me. You know, like, why would you go and clean your neighbor's house? You know, and then you're tired when you go home. Like, okay, I'll do it. Oh, 2 years first, do your stuff first. So that's an easy setup. The tutorials that I went over from, these are tutorials I had created. I'm going to shoot this over to you. It makes your life a little easier. You know, and it walks you through the setup. You can always give me a call. We can always talk about that. As you can tell, any other good questions? Time for the bad questions. Are you a plant? You're acting like the best question. Testimonials are awesome for websites. If you can get personal, so we're going to do it. Speaking of that, at the end of this, you guys are going to give me a testimonial. I'm going to record it on my phone. You're only going to say nice things about me on this thing. But testimonials are awesome, even at your events, as you're leaving. Just get your phone out. Don't take it this way, not this way. And then you have the black bars inside. So do it this way. And just have someone give you a testimonial. And just get there right on it. So before they start, you say, hey man, I'd love to give you a testimonial to the event. Do me a quick favor. When you're doing it, just mention my domain and the event, and we're cool to go. And at the end, just tell me you give me permission to use it. So I'll get on and say, hey, went to the Wizard game with Social Bot, and Cindy was so cool, so much fun. I'd recommend it to all my friends. I'm going to be back at every event for this year. And this is Colin. Cindy, you can use this online. And you can just cut that part out. You just want that, permission. Yes. Oh, you want to do it after the event? I love that. At the beginning of the event, you're going to give me a good testimonial right now. It's a lot of work for here, right? Because people are hot right now. So I feel I deliver a lot of value right now. You guys are excited about me right now. I'll ask you quickly, hey, 30 seconds, tell me what you're thinking to meet up. It'd be even better right after. Or you can just email them, hey, if you haven't left me a testimonial, that's okay, try it. You've been to the Wizard game with us. We would love a testimonial from you. Text is great with your picture. Audio is even cooler. Send it out. Send it out.
And I've already sent one email. One person did because she wanted to take it to another one.
Because by that point we're over it already. We're not in the moment. But you got to keep asking. The thing with testimonies, you have to set the expectation. So.
Is it too late now to do it?
I would say it's too late right now. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing well. You are?
Sorry?
You are? Are you coming to the event?
Yes.
You are? Your name?
My name is Carlos.
Carlos, good to see you.
Likewise.
You've done the perfect thing you should have at the end when I'm collecting testimonials.
All right.
So you're going to tell me how great it was. You can hang in there, man. We'll talk.
Okay. Well, it's just too bad.
I know. I'm impressed that you made it, man. But good to
Under
see
your
you.
choice after, I got on the road, I just
We'll
Stop
talk.
now, right?
We'll talk, man. But testimonies are great. After the event, you just get a testimonial from them, and you'll get more. So here's how you can set it up. So when you send your email after confirmation email, hey, here's your confirmation email. Here's your instructions. Keep in mind, we would love a positive. We would love a testimonial from you after the event. You have it in their mind already. When you go to the event, you partially introduce yourself. Hey, I'm Cindy. Have a great time, guys. All those who love to be in camera, make sure you're looking good at the end of the event because I love a testimonial from you guys. You set the expectation again. And at the end, it's over. Where are you going? Be a testimony? No.
That's gonna be our line, isn't it?
Denzel. Pretty good actor. See that? That's it. Hey, where you going? Leave me a testimonial, and they'll just blabber it out right there for you. Hey, you know, I went to this event, and she's awesome. She does run the best event. I'll definitely be back. And you mention your name, so you give them the structure. I love a testimonial for me. Do me a quick favor. Give me a name. Say your name, the event, what you enjoyed about it, and that's it.
Well, I think I have one advantage too. A lot of the people that came to the event,
You know.
so I can still write them individual emails. The people that I don't know, they're not going to do it. Like for me,
Right.
so I still have a chance,
Mhm.
and just have them, send me something quick.
That's it.
Should I offer them something in
No,
return?
never offer anything in return for testimonials, because then you kind of taint it. Because I know if you're going to give me a free ticket to the next Wizard playoff game, you are the best thing ever. You know, so you kind of taint it, and you want to feel good about your site all the time. You want to feel good about what you're doing. You don't want to. Me, I would never take a phony testimony. I prefer to take a criticism over a phony testimony because the criticism gives me a chance to improve. Phony testimonial makes me feel I'm really special, but I suck.
Right.
You have to give them a direction with this email.
Hey, I would love a quick. Here's another trick too. Ask for a positive testimony. At the end of my meetups, if you look at my meetups, I always say I have quite a few testimonials on my meetup group. I'll always say at the end, hey, I'd love a 5-star review on the meetup group from you guys, because I'm planting the seed.
Directing the way you want to do it.
I let you know what I expect of you because I felt I was 5 stars
And
today.
then you give direction. Quick, like 5 steps or 2
Yeah,
steps.
you can give them quick, make it even easier. If you send an email, make it easier. Here's how you can leave me a quick 5-star review in meetup. Bam, 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 bam. That's it.
I don't
And
mean it. I mean, the video thing is great.
wherever you want to do
Post
it.
it up
Yeah.
somewhere and you flip it, make a movie
They,
out of it.
they can clip it and send it to you.
Genuine.
You post it on your YouTube channel. You post it on your website.
Right.
You post it on Eventbrite at the end. There's people reading onto the end. They're on the fence. Should I go to this event? She's looking kind of weird. Oh wow, people enjoyed her event. Sign up, sign up, sign up. You know, so you can use it strategically. The event of this Saturday, I put it together in 3 days, and I cut some testimonials out from here, from my meetup group, and I just plug it in there. So people, and I put, this is what people thought of my other events. I wanted to be clear that this is not reviews for that particular event. This was a totally different topic.
Yeah.
But this is what people thought of my other events. You know, so you can, but testimonials are always awesome. You know.
There's kids that went to the event and I know that they're so excited. And I think it's yeah.
And also, if you get text testimonials, make sure you get a picture. If they write your testimonial, try to get their picture.
Oh, like on the screenshot?
Yeah. You know, send me your Facebook. I would love your Facebook profile picture with the testimonial. So when you put it up, you see picture, real person, name, testimonial, name, real person, makes it real. You know,
Should you have a separate page for the testimony or just somewhere in your landing page?
2 places. You should put it on your landing page, and you can have a separate page for it also. Because someone may not be convinced by one. They may need to see 50 to be convinced. So after they start scrolling on that massive page with testimonials.
Oh, so you keep on building.
The testimonials are key because if you can get a few good testimonials on anything you're doing, it reassures that person's on the fence. Like especially with events like I'm doing this now. People run across the meetup group. They want to know, is it real? Is it? I've been to meetup groups where they were selling me something for 2 hours. I was annoyed. I didn't want to spend my afternoon being sold for 2 hours. That's what people wonder. When people leave nice reviews, they let them know I'm informative. The information is actionable. Oh, okay. So let me sign up. You know, and I've always had nice responses to my meetups. You know.
I know like my friends are actually at a happy hour right now, and they were at my event.
Oh, perfect timing. They're
They don't think I'm coming, but I'm gonna come for that testimonial.
they're in prime form for testimony right now.
$2 beer.
Oh, they're ready. What time is it? 7:30. By the time you get there, but 8, you're gonna get the best testimonials ever.
I mean, most of them went to my events, so I mean, does it matter if I do it at one setting or people?
No, just
have
just-
them-
but it's not gonna be about the Hey, I've attended a couple things. You want to make sure to mention the event or the company's name.
What type of event?
What type of
So
event?
many events.
You know, I attended the bar hop with Social Bot, and it was the best bar hop ever. So you can kind of give them a framework. Please don't give them a script. Just give them a framework.
Okay, so like what type of event you went to, and then your
Mention the
experience.
company's name, website. Mention the website or the company's name, and what experience you had. So for me, I'll do a testimony like this. Hey, this is Colin. I just attended the Internet Marketing for Small Business Owners workshop, and it was awesome. The instructor is fun, informative, took all my questions, and I felt like I had a personal consultation. I'll definitely recommend you attend because I'll be doing the same. Take care. That was good. Thank you, guys. Yeah. That's it. And you're nice and cool. And also, if you want to go a little further, I would usually have to give permission at the end of the tape. Then at the end of the tape, I'd say, yes, Colin do have permission to use this wherever he sees fit. You cut that part out, you keep it on your file, in case you and your friends fall out, or the new husband see that they were in a bar drinking, leaving testimonials. She writes, you have to take that down. Is that it? You guys have any more questions to me?
I don't think so.
We'll go to the we'll talk one-on-one, and we'll have a good time too. I'm all ready. I'm all practiced out now.
Okay. Or if you have any handouts. So.
Oh, and I do have a handout.
Okay.
Yes, they don't actually. You have to have certain sites pre-approved through Microsoft. If you like to, if you wanted to.
No, I just want to.
Try to Google it and then get it through Google. Do Google.com and then search it and see if you can get it through there. Like when I do some like how-to workshops here, I have to send her a list of the sites I'll be using, and she can have the techie guys set up.
My picture come back.
Hey, that's you. Hey, that's you.
That owed me like the night.
You used to work here?
Workout.
Workout? Could have fooled me. When did you stop? Last week?
Huh?
You stopped last week?
Okay, so this is actually I needed.
All right, I'm gonna stop. Thank you, viewer, for watching.